This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse says the gray wolf is healthy and numerous in the United States and should no longer receive federal species protection. Jim Fossey hopes the next director of Rivercom enjoys the nice Wenatchee Valley view from his office window.
Horizon Credit Union is once again giving people a chance to get rid of clutter and sensitive documents at its annual Community Shred Day, September 28th.
The Afraid of Tiger girls soccer team drew a crowd last night when they took on the Ellensburg Bulldogs.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse says the gray wolf is healthy and numerous in the United States and should no longer receive federal species protection. The Sunnyside Republican co-sponsored a bill Thursday, the Manage Our Wolves Act, that would make gray wolves no longer subject to the Endangered Species Act. The gray wolf was hunted almost to extinction in the last century, but now there are an estimated 3,800 or so in the wild, including at least 122 in Washington. The wolf's recovery has been so successful, it's been delisted from federal endangered status in many parts of its range, including eastern Washington. 3 packs are known to be active in central Washington, with many more in the northeast. Those packs have sometimes come into conflict with ranchers. Wolves killed 1 calf and injured 5 others in Ferry County early this month. Endangered status means the wolves cannot be hunted unless they pose a threat to human life. Newhouse's bill would order the Secretary of the Interior to delist the gray wolf nationwide by next year, citing U.S. Fish and Wildlife evidence that protection is no longer needed. Fish and Wildlife is in the middle of its own scientific review of the wolf's status and would publish its findings by the end of 2018. But court rulings have slowed down efforts to delist the animal for the last 5 years. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Jim Fossey hopes the next director of Rivercom enjoys the nice Wenatchee Valley view from his office window. Fossey has guided the Chelan and Douglas County 911 system since 2013. Before that, he helped manage operations for the Seattle Fire Department and headed up its Fire Alarm Center. Last month, he told Rivercom's board he'll be moving on once a successor's in place.
There are some things that are coming to a conclusion right now, and that feels really good.
Among the changes since Fossey came aboard, back in May, Rivercom was the first in Washington to switch over to a new internet-enabled system. A new high-end phone system was put in place 4 years ago, and under Fossey, Rivercom changed its protocol for emergency medical calls, so call takers can instruct callers on how to give aid to people in medical distress, even before ambulances arrive.
We've got people walking around Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Chelan, Douglas County, alive, celebrating birthdays, Thanksgivings, Christmas, all those things because someone called, we gave instructions on how to do CPR, they did CPR, EMS arrived on scene. That's so cool to me. That's just exciting stuff. We're making a difference in the community because of that.
Most recently, Fossey oversaw a new contract agreement with dispatchers, who've been working under an expired contract for the last 18 months.
I don't feel it's about me. I feel like it's about the people on the dispatch floor and what they do, because day to day, they're interacting with people who are having the worst day of their life, and they're providing guidance and they're getting help there. Every day, they're doing work that in some ways nobody should have to do. When you listen to those calls, they're just heart-wrenching.
Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Horizon Credit Union is once again giving people a chance to get rid of clutter and sensitive documents at its annual Community Shred Day, September 28th. The free event is open to the public and being held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Moses Lake location at 1704 South Clover Drive and the Ephrata branch located at 260 C Street Southwest. Residents can bring up to 3 boxes of old loan documents, checks, bank statements, and any other sensitive documents to have securely shred. According to Horizon employees, about 20,000 pounds of documents are usually collected each year during the event. While the shredding is free, Horizon is collecting donations benefiting the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Columbia Basin. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
The Ephrata Tiger girls soccer team drew a crowd last night when they took on the Ellensburg Bulldogs. The Bulldogs outplayed Ephrata in the first half, gaining a 2-1 lead over the Tigers leading in the halftime. After the half, Ephrata came out firing on all cylinders and controlled the game. About halfway through the second half, Ephrata scored 2 goals in quick succession, both thanks to penalties. Senior Kendall Kemp made a penalty kick that put the Tigers ahead, and late in the game, fellow senior Maya Spencer iced the contest with a 4th goal. Ephrata outscored Ellensburg 3-0 in the second half and beat the Bulldogs for the first time since 2016 when the Tigers won in double overtime to go to state.
We told ourselves we had to win this and able to keep going on and stuff, so we wanted it more.
The Bulldogs are added to a list of impressive wins for the Tigers, who also beat 1A state runner-up Cascade and blew out a solid Royal squad.
I feel like, they are showing a lot of what they're capable of, really early. The sky's the limit as far as potential.
Ephrata will next play at Othello on Tuesday. That game will be at 6 p.m. I'm Adam Chakosky for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.